go to the back there and then middle. What's your question?
I don't know, most of you might know that Sishu used to be a DJ in one of the FM studios.
Okay. Yeah, no, we didn't. You used to be a DJ, you didn't speak about that.
I think when the first day film came out,
Okay.
she was one of the pioneers. My question to you are two. The first one is, when shifting from political science to political science, required some sort of, I don't know, but it required some sort of energy. One, because we are somehow trying to fit into what we are in educated way, so we focus on that like as logos. So how was the transition from the area that you are trained and experienced in to shift into something new? Because it's one of the challenges that we see. And the second one is transition system without you. How is the plan of doing it? Because in my experience in Addis Ababa, there are three places that I see the owners are always there. You, Gigi, and Rodeo Giraffe. They are always there. And because of that, I think the quality is consistent. I'm glad that we shifted from political science to Sishu, burgers, I'm glad that we brought that into our city. But I always feel that it will train you out in the future. What do you think?
Two brilliant questions. The first, you went from political science to burger science. What was the transition there? And that is a major block for a lot of people. They feel they've studied something, so they have to carry on down that path. And so many people, I think, would find value in your answer there. And then the second is, and this is a really, really good question, Sishu, how does the business exist without you? Three of the strongest businesses, the owners are always there, and he made reference to your place. So, yeah, enlighten us with those two questions.
Thank you, Mahardev. I can't quite remember the transition between finishing college and then, because I really didn't go straight into it. Like I said, I had 6 years between where I worked with different NGOs. But the last one I worked with, I was mainly involved with event organizing and with their publications. So it had a lot to do with interacting with people and organizing events. I enjoy that. That may have a link, if you can call it that, but I can't remember exactly what it was, but it was something that sort of took shape once I met my business partner. We were thinking about the things that we like, things that we wanted to have if we were to have a business. So I like decorating. I like decorating. I love colors. I like building out a space. That came in not because I wanted to. I mean, we built out everything in this warehouse. Cardboard seats, the papier-mâché, and all wooden furniture that we have in there. I mean, we did that out of necessity, but it's something that I really enjoy doing. So I got lucky in that. But I can't say there was a trigger. I still have, I don't think that I fully gotten to where I want to be, but I feel like I'm getting there. I'm closer to doing or getting to what I want to do eventually. If that answers your question. The second one was, can it run without me? Absolutely. This is one thing that we also realized because I was close to burning out, especially at the time when we moved to the warehouse, and the startup was taking about a year, and it was a very distressful and painful time. So you have to delegate, and we believe in that. And I think we've invested enough time in training people and having people in key positions for us to start pulling out But yeah, and it is something that we will see now that we're working on our second shop. I definitely think that we have things in the right place for us to feel comfortable to walk away from it. And it is one of the things that I also would give people advice on. If in a restaurant business, it's a very, very demanding, time-consuming job. It's a 24-hour attention-seeking job. You have to carve out time for yourself and to be able to have a balance between work and life is very, very important.
Great advice there. Blake, did you have a question? Yeah.
Hi, Sherry. So my question is, I remember the original Sishu, we all loved it and were really sad to see it go. But when you opened the new location, I think we were all really happy to see that something essentially Sishu remained, even though it was completely different. And I think we can all expect something similar with your new location and then your expansion. So my question would be, when you're growing and scaling and changing, what's the key to keeping like the essence of your product and service? Like what makes you?
Great question. So when it comes to scaling the business, how do you sustain the essence of your business? What makes you you? Especially as Sishu has done that, going from the original to what it is now. How do you sustain that?
Okay. For me, there's a reason why I'm doing what I'm doing. I guess it has to resonate with that. There are two things, if I can put numbers on it, that I wish to see happen. I believe that we, as Ethiopians, we have potential. And given the opportunity, we can do anything. And to be able to contribute in that and to see people's lives change is one of the things that I am in the business for. Setting aside how we're doing well financially, it's not that's important, but not as important as employing more people, helping them grow, and for them to actually feel that they also can do something on their own someday. So to see that happening it's an ongoing thing. It doesn't go away. So that's something very close and dear to me. So I think, in my mind, that's what keeps us who we are as a company, as an organization.
Wonderful. I think we have time for one more question. So let's go to the front here to Mr. Tawar.
My question is very like one of the things is like 3 questions. You did to work like the previous place, so you didn't advertise. How people know that your marketing strategy? What was back then? When you move here also, it's word of mouth, or how people knows that? Because it was not in front of like the main street. It was where you give that. The other is everything you do is like with carton and other things. So because you are environmentally friendly, go green kind of things, or why you do all those things? And what would you recommend? You need what's the best for you?
3 very good questions again. First is the warehouse you're in isn't on the main street, so it's not somewhere people will just stumble across. And so, did you have to do a big marketing thing? Was it just simply word of mouth? Second question was your space is very environmentally friendly in a way. Maybe touch a little bit about that. You mentioned you made it. You love making stuff. Your toilets are memorable. I love how they're designed and built. I love it. And then the third question was, what book are you reading currently?
The best marketing, and like you said, it's word of mouth. It worked very well for us, especially when we started the first shop. It was an opportunity to also gauge our ability, gauge where we at. While it actually allowed us to pace ourselves. Advertising works, but it can have a downside as well. So we thought the best way to go at it is invite your friends, family, and then let it churn. Get feedbacks from them, and then that way, if you like it, for instance, you may not necessarily like the food, but you could like the ambiance. And you may have a friend who would appreciate the way that it was set out. So that's the best way to actually promote the place, not just the food, but then the entire concept. So word of mouth is definitely what we chose. The second was...
Just the environmentally friendly nature of your space.
Honestly, it's... I personally am. I love recycling, but that's not the reason why we did what we did. It was, again, the lack of choices at the time. To outsource some of it, to actually make furniture, to outsource that was a bit of a problem for us. Buying it was not easy. It's either too expensive or it's crap. So we chose to actually do it in-house. But I like the fact that people see that and to assume that we're environmentally friendly, which is great. But that wasn't the original intent.
And what book are you reading, if you're reading?
I'm not reading any book at the time. Sorry.
Is there any books you recommend? Yeah? Okay. Well, I'm sure you'll join me in being very grateful for Sishu joining us this evening. Can we just hear it for her one more time?